Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 100 Days of Making Comics, and I am C.B Smallwood. Now, for 30 minutes a day, every single day, I'll be writing, drawing, inking, coloring, lettering, doing something to further my goal is to become a comic book artist. And, I might have said every single day, but, these days it's usually every other day, but I'm trying. I'm also trying to trying to work on my pesky lighting situation, but you know how that goes. Oh yeah, here's my graphic. I probably waited a little too late to throw that bad boy out, but whatever. Um, I have a habit of saying this is going to be a short video, but it'll have to be because my camera's dying. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm taking this thing that I sketched out here and colored with watercolors, nothing too serious, just having fun with it and trying to figure stuff out, that sort of thing. I'm going to take that, and I've been transferring it over on the big paper, and I think it's been going good. Now, I took and erased Wildcat's face at some point, and I apologize about things being kind of blurry. Yeah, it's all right. Not all my videos can be winners, but anyway, I erased his face because I'm changing the proportions of his head and just making his head slightly larger. I mean, his head is fine the way it is overall. I mean, if you look at people that are bodybuilders and they work out really hardcore and they get really big muscles, typically their body gets big except for their hands, their feet, and their head. So there's nothing abnormal about having a smaller head if you have a over muscular body. But oh, I don't know why the camera jumped, but I'm going to actually take and make his head a little bit bigger, just for my own sake, because I like the proportions of that better than this. So I just feel that it's more tighter and compact. Anyway, some changes here. Got that going on, and got my channeled my inner Eastwood with that one, I guess. A big change from that face, which again, it wasn't supposed to be something to follow extremely closely, but just get a rough idea. I could change his face, but I think his face looks all right for the most part. And down at the bottom panel, if I can keep my camera from falling over, I'm trying to hold stuff in place here. You see the eyes and stuff like that. Pretty much the same concept, but I think I did things just a little bit more tighter here. I'm not for sure, though. We'll see how that goes. Well, so not terribly too much to actually report here on the home front, as far as what I'm doing and that sort of thing. I guess that's one of the troubles of when you do like a video series that's supposed to be like every day is you run out of things to talk about when it comes to making your comic. As far as talking about life, things going on in life and that sort of thing. Well, I don't know. I'm always thinking about that stuff too. A lot of what I do have to talk about here lately is just stuff that... See, I made his head small again. Look at that. A lot of the stuff that I do have to talk about is stuff that I got planned that's coming up in the future. And really, if you talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, I feel like it somehow lessens the chances of you actually doing it, because I've actually seen a study somewhere where They noticed that people who revealed their goals to people in public typically never accomplished those goals. I mean, they felt good telling people about them, but they never did anything, you know. Meanwhile, in the study, which I cannot remember, there were people who did not reveal what their goals and stuff were for the future. You know, like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, kept it to themselves, and typically those people were more likely to actually accomplish their goals. And I forgot what the exact reasons were, why there was such a discrepancy between the two groups, but I believe they chucked it up as that people who revealed their goals to the public, you know, before they even started working on them, or even if they were working on them, it created a placebo effect. You know, they were essentially being rewarded before they had actually, you know, finished anything, and that placebo was so effective that they just didn't do anything else after that. Meanwhile, the people that kept their goals and stuff secret kind of hoarded it to themselves until they finished whatever they was doing. You know, they had a better turnover rate with productivity and that sort of thing, and accomplishing the goals that they'd set out for themselves. So anyway, there you go. There's your interesting tidbit. And let's see here. So I guess the reason I bring up that bit of information is you know, I'm kind of being cautious about revealing every single plan that I have for the future, because let me tell you, I've got like gazillions and gazillions of plans that I want to do. But I feel like if I keep talking about them, you know, openly, that it's just like egg on my face, because I only have so much time to get to them, and you really have to double. I got hiccups. You really have to double down and kind of pick and choose what you're going to focus on, because you know there's only one of you, and there's only one of me. So when it comes to goals and stuff, you have to, you know, focus on something, because you can't have too much of your time diverted to too many projects. So some of you might be like, well, what? Come on, Brian. It won't hurt to tell us what all these different projects are. Well, I don't know. Uh, I've been planning like a comic book universe. You know, like how you got the DC universe, Marvel universe. Well, I've got my own comic book universe that I've been contemplating. Um, I've also been thinking about videos that I will do in the future, um, and stuff like that. You know, I've been thinking about ways to grow this channel. I'm thinking about ways to get my art seen. Uh, I've been contemplating, you know, different, you know, getting different work scenarios. I've been contemplating putting myself out there as a comic artist to work for independent creators, you know, so that way I can continue to hone my craft and get more professional and used to working with different writers and stuff like that. You know, I've been giving a lot of thought to a lot of different things, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff, and that's not even, you know, getting into martial arts and all those good things. But you know, I'm going to wrap this video up. We're at the right around the 10-minute mark, a little over, and I pretty much just want to, you know, fill you into where I'm at now. This isn't really massive progress from yesterday. I spent about 30 minutes last night working on this, and just kind of want to fill you in and let you know that, you know, I'm drawing every day and doing a little something, you know. And listen, I appreciate all the love and all the help and all the support. I want to let everybody know too that if you know, if you just leave any comments, you know, be patient with me. I will write you back. It usually takes me anywhere from about 3 to 5 days to write people back. And you just know why if you've seen, you know, my previous videos. Also, let's see. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, folks, sorry that this isn't more informative and more interesting and fascinating. If you got any questions or comments, you know, please leave them down below. I'd love to see them and read them and eventually reply to them. If you want to support this channel, don't forget to give it a nice thumbs up, nice upvote, because it helps my stuff get seen. And the more my stuff gets seen, the more it motivates me to do more. Also, don't forget to subscribe and follow if you haven't done that already. And this is C.B Smallwood. You've been watching 100 Days of Making Comics, and I will see all you beautiful people in the next video.